Aha, fun. That's fun too. Look at him lie there and die. Oh, we're empty. Okay, Hickok 45 here with a chapter 2 on the Ruger PC Carbine. I think we told you we would try to get a hold of another one when it was available. They are available at all, and we would try this thing again. Okay, we had fun with the first one, but we had some malfunctions, and here and there, and it was just one firearm, so we'll see. We thought we'd get another one and give it another opportunity to perform. So we're going to just take some I'm not going to shoot it 1,000 times. What I've done, I've had it for about 3 days. I have shot it 2 different times, 2 different sessions. I've just shot 3 of the Ruger mags. Okay, they all work fine, no problem. So I think I was having more issues with the Glock mag, so I switched it over to Glock and shot mostly Glock. I shot, gosh, I don't know, 2 different times. I shot something, 5 or 6 or 7 from about 6 or 7 different magazines, and I didn't have any malfunctions. And that's kind of what my goal was to do, is try a variety of magazines. They're all Glock magazines, but a couple of long ones. It's a Gen 5 mag, and just some different mags. Some of them are older, some are younger, and see how it was doing. And so far, I'm happy to report I've had no malfunctions. I had one bump fire experience where it fired a couple times, and I guess I didn't have it tightly against my shoulder, and that seems to be characteristic of it. If you don't get her nestled into your shoulder tight. Plus I put this slip-on pad on it rather than like I did the other one. I put a couple of the spacers in there, I believe, to make it fit me perfectly. And so whoever has it now probably has a longer length of pull than they might want. So I won't do that on this one. I'll just, because this will go back to E-Gunner as well from Buds, and I will just use this for me, okay? Because the odds are most people, I would guess, don't need extra spacers there because, in the words of the wise old Hickok 45, most people are average, right? And I'm not in a lot of ways, right? Okay, so I have a longer length of pull than most people. Now, I can't be grabbing Ruger magazines, but I can be grabbing some of these others. Okay, let's see how it's going to do. Why don't we just go have some hollow points? I suspected on that other one there might have been something to do with the weight on those. And before we fire them, let me double check and see if those are, I don't recall, sorry. I want to see if those are plus P or not. Yeah, these are plus P, okay? And that back in there. All right, fun little gun. I've been enjoying this one more. Let's go over there and pop a gong. That red plate on the left. Boom, and a pig. Wow. Go buffalo hunting. Oh, I got enough on him. It took the last 3 or 4 of them to roll him over. I remember back in Wyoming when I used to do a lot of buffalo hunting, I'd have to do that. If I was hunting with a 9mm, you'd have to put 4 or 5 on them right away. You believe that? Yeah. Okay, some of you are a little gullible. All right, so there we go. Like I said, this one's been working. I didn't make it up. And again, speaking of being average, I'm way below average when it comes to IQ probably. But I think I did everything right on the other one. When I put the barrel on the first time, it tells you in instructions to tighten it up, and then we're clear. And then you don't have to do that again. You can take it off, and you're supposed to put it is back. You can take it on and off, and you shouldn't have to adjust it much. Maybe just check it. See, it's still tight. So I don't know. Part of it could have been me. All of it could have been me. None of it could have been me. Who knows? Let's shoot a few more rounds. Well, we got the Glock adapter in there. And again, that is an attraction to this thing. I guess there's lots of Ruger mags around. If you had one, I suppose, and you did have a malfunction occasionally with a Glock, but you never had a malfunction with Ruger magazines, maybe you leave the Ruger adapter in there. Lots of mags. It takes is the SR9 mags, the Security 9 mags. I guess those are the 2, maybe some others, but there's lots of Ruger mags out there. So, You're not necessarily obligated to always just use Glock mags, obviously. Some of you would hate to do that, probably. Let's go to smaller red plates. Yep. There we go. Popped them, all right. Mr. Gone. So far, so good. Let's try the long mag. That one's got the adapter on it. I don't know if that'll make a difference. Somebody, I think, in comments on the other one suggested that might be an issue because it weakens the spring a little bit. I don't know. Oh, look at these bowling pins hanging here. Woohoo! Woohoo! There's another bowling pin. Oh, red plate. 2 liter. Uh-oh, let's smoke some more pot. Oh, we ran out of ammo. Okay, I didn't have that one fully loaded. Oh, didn't I shoot hollow points? Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I looked at one of them, didn't I? Yeah, I told you I have short-term memory loss. Yeah, to see if it was, let's check this one. I found a couple of these loaded with hollow points. Those are plus P as well. I guess there's no need to shoot more of these expensive, HST. They seem to do fine with those. Let's just shoot these other mags. Again, that's one of my goals, to shoot several mags. Okay. Cowboy's been getting by unscathed here. It's not fair. Yep. All right. That was a Gen 5 mag, as you can see. Here's a Gen 12 mag. It's just a newer mag. Oh man! Oh, we didn't finish smoking that pot, did we? I just hate that other buffalo standing over there. Now that one's hard to knock down. We had a little problem with it. It was the one animal that would not fall in another video. You might not have seen it yet. All right, this mag is fully loaded. Do I need to shoot all of them? I'll shoot some of them at least. Finish off anything here in this target-rich environment that needs to be shot. And back to the red plate. Pretty cool. And Mr. Gong, I'm going to take it out on you. And I empty all my Glock mags. So that's good news for me. Maybe it is for you, because I so wanted this to be a reliable firearm. Because you know me, I preach to you about it. These little pistol caliber carbines are fun, whether it's a lever gun, something like this, or something else I can't think of. They're just fun, and they can be useful too. Okay, because you get a lot more velocity out of a 9mm round. You put some pretty hot ammo in there, like some plus Ps, hollow point or whatever, and then you got that extra length on your barrel. So it becomes what does it become? Maybe more like a 357 SIG round. Does it kind of get into that area yet, or close to it? I'm not sure. You ballistics experts could tell me, but I know it's a lot hotter because we've shown that. I didn't do it today on the tree. I'd have to have a pistol, but we've done that before. Shoot it with a handgun, then shoot it with a rifle, and you can tell it just hits it harder, knocks it around. So if that's important to you. So while I'm yakking, why don't we're definitely clear. I'm sure that barrel's hot. Yep, but I'm a tough guy. Whew. Or am I? Let's see. How can I do that without? Let's lay it over here. See if I can depress the lever there. Get it on without grabbing the barrel. There we go. Just pretty warm. Okay. And I need to take these out. It comes with an Allen wrench for that, but I get this longer one just because I'm so tall. Works better. That makes sense. Am I doing everything right? I think after you do that, you put the bolt down. Yeah, and take this off. So some of the suggestions were, again, that the barrel nut wasn't tight maybe on the other one. To tell you the truth, loosening it a little bit, tightening a little bit, doesn't seem to make any difference in it. And whenever I would make sure it was tight, I still would get an occasional malfunction. So, like I say, I'm not perfect, but even though everybody else thinks I am, especially my wife. So, I might have, that could have been me. Maybe none of it was me. I'll tell you, the person who won the auction on that gun, because I noticed that they auctioned it off on eGunner, Bud's eGunner, and if they want to chime in on this video or somewhere and let us know if they've had good luck with it or what. If they're not having any malfunctions with any ammo and any magazines, guess what? I must be the fool. I must be the idiot and wasn't doing something right. Okay. And that's okay. In fact, that's good news, because I would like for these to be really reliable. Although I've heard from a few people who have had trouble with them, and I've heard from people who've had no trouble. Because I really haven't developed a strong opinion on what I think, because I'm just not sure. Not enough evidence maybe one way or the other out there yet. But there are some other people who are having, they tell me they're having the exact same problem. And then there's a lot of people not having any problems. So who knows? But by and large, there's not like widespread crazy problems with them, okay? I have checked on it some. Let's put the let's put the Ruger adapter in. It's really tough to switch over, isn't it? If you have trouble doing that, just go to your local gunsmith and he or she can show you how to do that. All right, put this back in. Screws back in. Oh no, I did that before, didn't I? Forgot that pin. That pin, yeah. I'm going to take the trigger assembly out. There we go. Watch for that, okay? Be careful, folks, because when you take this out, that trigger assembly pin could fall out on you, all right? You just saw it happen. What if it had rolled down into the gravel and I didn't even notice it? And then the firearm was malfunctioning and nobody knows why. Actually, that probably, yeah, it might cause it, actually. So anyway, I wanted to get another one and try it and see. Because I'm curious myself, and as I have said many times, John and I don't like really to make any firearm look worse than it really is, or really better than it really is. There's a lot of different levels of that. But now, if a firearm works, or if it doesn't work, that's just whatever it does, of course, in a video, because we don't do much editing, as you know. So it could be that a firearm just tends to work for a lot of people, and we get one that doesn't work, or vice versa. And we've talked about that, off and on, how anytime we're showing you a firearm and shooting it, showing you how it works, it's one firearm. And no company is perfect, whether it's a gun manufacturer or a car manufacturer, a gun shop, or anything. Nobody's perfect. They're going to make mistakes here and there. And it could just be on the one that you bought, or I bought, or that we just got off the rack for a video. Because nothing we mess with and show you has been like tuned or anything. Like Bud's, if it comes from Bud's, they don't even open the box, I don't think. And so, of course, if there's a problem, you send it back. But okay, ouch. Well, here I go, burning myself again. Let's see, that's supposed to be back, forgot. Well, I say you can send it back. You read the policies. I've bought several guns from Bud's. I forget the exact policy. If it's, you're supposed to check it, I think, before as soon as you open it, make sure it's all right before you do the paperwork and all that and everything, and then unload it. So it's a combination, I guess, of whatever the manufacturer is responsible for and all that kind of thing. So it turns just a little bit. It's kind of an awkward little thing. It just moved a hair then. So, okay. So now we're back. Well, now we have a Ruger. We don't have a Glock. we have a Ruger carbine. And like I said, I've only fired these 3, and I had no problems. So make sure we're tight and all that. So let's try these. So far, so good. No problems. Okay. We do away with all the targets. We didn't save much for the Ruger mags, did we? Let's just go big animal hunting. I'm gonna put several on that buffalo. Like I said, he's not on a steady platform. We need to fix that, I guess. He is really hard to knock over, even with big bore. We put a 45-70 on him the other day, and it did knock him over until we put the second one on him a little bit higher. So that's what we're dealing with him. There you go. So, okay, sometimes it just takes a lot of lead. Now, I think it was empty. Okay, I thought it was empty and it had closed on a mag or something, but it hadn't. That's just the feel of it. Okay, so nothing funny happened there, except that I just had a feeling it was empty and it wasn't. All right. Sometimes when I'm shooting, I'm ready to load and I want to keep shooting. I kind of get accused sometimes of overlooking some little problem, and I don't mean to do that ever. Okay. Oh, let's do that little bitty piggy above the buffalo there. Well, how about that turkey up there on top row? Oh, it's a ram. We're just knocking them all. Boom. Oh, let's go back to gong. Oh, we finally had a malfunction with the Ruger magazine. Okay, it's been perfect up to then. Gong time. All right, let's see which magazine that was. That was that's the Security 9 magazine. If that means anything. All right, we got one more Ruger mag, and let's see how we do. I'm just going to shoot this barrel, okay? I feel like throwing some lead. Like that. So, not bad. One malfunction out of all that shooting and all the shooting we've done off video. Yeah, don't know. Could be even the bullet or a piece of brass that got in the chamber from the copper or something like that even. So, either way, this one, you know, seems like it's what the rifle's supposed to be, and what a lot of people are finding it to be. So take that for what it's worth. It's one gun too. I guess we've done 2 now. We had some issues with one of them. I don't know. I will definitely link to the first video. All right, and you can check that out and yeah, see what you think. Pretty cool rifle, I'll have to say. It looks like it has the potential to work really well. So. You know, if there's bugs or whatever that they're tweaking in them, it looks like there's not a lot to tweak. And I don't know, I'm really happy it works with Glock magazines, because that's what I would use. If I buy one, I'll have the Glock adapter in there, and probably, personally, I would never probably put the Ruger adapter back in, just because I have so many Glock magazines. And it seemed pretty reliable with those Glock magazines. So, so the Ruger PC Carbine, Chapter 2, kind of a second look at it, at a different one, and it's pretty good. So again, we talked about a lot of stuff in the first video, and positives, negatives, and all that sort of thing, and you know, it's a nice little gun, you know, and it's maybe nothing you're going to go deer hunting with, you know, but it's pistol caliber carbine, and they're just a lot of fun. Life is good.
Hey, how you guys doing? Just here practicing a little guitar. As you can tell, I need to get better. Just on the range hanging out. But I wanted to let you guys know while I'm here, since you guys just stumbled in on my practice session, about our friends over at SDI. You can check them out at sdi.edu. That's the Sonoran Desert Institute. They're a fully accredited online distance learning program where you can be certified in gunsmithing, or you can get an associate's degree in firearms technology. That's sdi.edu. Also, don't forget about our friends over at vaulteksafe.com. You've seen their safes, the Vaultek, on our shooting table. So don't forget to check them out if you get a chance. And also all of our other social media entities. We are on Patreon now, so you can find us on Patreon. There'll be links in the description. Just Hickok45 on Patreon. We are on Facebook, of course, Hickok45 on Facebook. You can also find Hickok45 on Instagram, the real Hickok45 at Instagram, Hickok45 on Twitter, full30.com, and then I have some social media stuff, John_Hickok45 on Instagram, John Hickok on Facebook, and there's also a Hickok45 and Son Facebook, and the Hickok45 and Son YouTube channel, of course. And I guess that's all I can think of for now. I believe that's all of our different social media things. So I guess I'll get back to my practice. As you can tell, I need to get a lot better, but I think I'm improving just a little bit. I don't know, we'll see.